Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Terry with it, picked up by Robertson. And Thompson throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now here's Robertson.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
Portland may have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. At the line for 2. The free throw drops for Robertson. And so he hits both. Miami trailing. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Johnson inside. Aldridge is there. He faded back on that one to give himself some room.
And Johnson can just flat out get it going on offense. Excellent at cashing in from there.
Robertson kicks to Drexler. Portland again missing. And so here is Miami. Inside. Nice shot by Worthy. Worthy's got his second bucket.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
And it's Miami's ball. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now, here's Thompson. The kick out to Worthy. Terry dishes to Thompson. 2 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort. Surveying the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Terry. And he banks in the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Worthy. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Right, Kevin. When he talked about this game plan, he said the other team is just too fast to make this an up-and-down battle. He said if this is a half-court game, we win. And if it's a fast-break game, they win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Shot by Terry, no good. Portland trailing here.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Chamberlain. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. 2 shots. That free throw good from Chamberlain. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for the Heat. Both shots good from the stripe. And so here is Miami. Terry kicks to Johnson. And stolen by Aldridge. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Robertson, good.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Terry. Pass to Worthy. And here is Stoudemire. Over Chamberlain. Chamberlain with the block. And he gets it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Chamberlain. Down low. Robertson trying to break free. And it's Artest missing. To the inside. Here's Terry. Thompson outside. Here's Johnson. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. And here's Portland. Drexler outside. To the inside. Chamberlain. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Terry kicks to Stoudemire. Shoots over Chamberlain. Stoudemire, no good. Portland leading. To the middle. Here's Robertson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Terry outside. Thompson looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. And it's Terry off the drive. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammates.
Now the pass to Drexler. Back to Robertson. Lays it up and banks it in. Robertson's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Terry kicks to Thompson. Terry against Robertson. Now here's Terry. The 3. And it's Drexler with the rebound.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
He gets that one. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Now here's Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
And as good as he's been in the NBA, we're looking at one of the greatest college players of all time. Thompson at NC State was a beast. The Wolfpack were dominant when Thompson was there.
And the Heat with some changes. Stackhouse comes in for Johnson. And it's Maravich in for Jason Terry. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. So it's Portland now. 4-point game. George finds Whiteside. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Chamberlain. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Chamberlain got 6 points.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Passes it to Stackhouse. Now Maravich, defended by George. From 20 feet out. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Trailblazers leading by 4. Porter kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Chamberlain. No good that time. And the Heat going the other way now.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one drops.
And one of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
And both free throws good for Worthy.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Porter against Maravich. Porter kicks to Chamberlain. Shoots over Worthy. He sinks the 11-footer. 8 points for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Thompson passes to Worthy, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. And Miami making a change here. Starks is checked in. Here's Stoudemire. No points in the game yet for him. Over Whiteside. And the shot no good. A bit short.
And this is the guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Maravich, good. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Starks against Porter. Pass to Van Arsdale. George looking around. To the inside. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Here's Stackhouse. Defended by George.
I love the technique he uses, leveraging his position down low, then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
Now here's Porter. Outside, George, knocked loose. Starks with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Over Porter. Misses off the right iron. Outside, George. Kicks to Chamberlain. Porter with it. Outside, George. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland. Whiteside is out there with Paul George. Then there's Porter. And it's Van Arsdale in at the 2. Goes up on the wing. Count that bucket. Van Arsdale's got the lead back up to 7 now for Portland. Van Arsdale's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. To the wing right side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on George. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Here is Porter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He dishes it to George. To the middle. Here's Van assist by George. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpointed.
Now, here is Maravich. T right on him. Throws it up high. Stolen by George. The pass to Van Arsdale. And the Trailblazers another 3.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Stoudemire, bounce pass. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. 6 to shoot. Maravich, the pass to Stoudemire. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from George. Here's Bowen. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Van Arsdale. Offline with his 3.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Heat have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. 2 shots. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Portland leading by 9. Outside Porter, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, that was a really good look there. Porter's court vision sometimes I think is underrated.
And here's Miami. Maravich kicks to Stackhouse. Passes it to Unseld. Here's Stoudemire. It's good from about 19 feet. Stoudemire's got 5. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Portland. Maravich with the steal. Starts the pass to Unseld. Rebounded by Bowen. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 12.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
press 1. If you are performing a janitorial service, press 2.
Thank you.
You performed a daily janitorial service.
If this is correct, press 1. If this is incorrect, thank you. How many people are in the crew today? Thank you. Would you like to record any comments about the service performed? Press 1 for yes or 2 for no. Thank you. Thank you. You have now completed the checkout process. Your confirmation number is 1 1 5 2 7 6 9 4. Please make note of this confirmation code and submit it with your billing information, as well as any photos that were taken for this service. Should you have any questions pertaining to this confirmation number, please contact your account manager. If you would like to hear the confirmation number again, please press 1. Your service has been recorded. To enter another service for
Robertson gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Portland leading by 8. Drexler outside. Kicks it to Robertson. Shot clock at 6. On the line. No good. Shot missing. And the Heat going the other way now. Outside, Maravich. So the wing on the left. Johnson will pass to Starks. Over Robertson. A shot by Starks. No good. Robertson against Starks. To the middle. Artest. Drops in the layup for 2. Artest's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the vision there from the Big O guys? Beautiful.
The Heat trail by 10. Outside, Maravich. Pass to Unseld. Over Drexler. Drexler with the defensive effort.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Unseld. Here's Starks. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Starks has got 7 points for the quarter.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Robertson kicks to Drexler. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And you can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
For Miami, James Worthy's checked in for Stackhouse. Thompson comes in for Maravich, and it's Terrian for John Starks. Thompson against Drexler. And it's Thompson. Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Portland leading by 8. Robertson outside. Drexler passes to Chamberlain. Robertson against Terry. And here's Drexler outside. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Kings, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
The Heat trail by 8 to the middle. Here's Worthy. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Taking a workmanlike approach inside. That's the shot you want.
Worthy's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Down low, it's the tip.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Terry kicks to Thompson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Shoots. And he overshot that one, missing. Pass to Worthy. Stolen by Artest. Robertson with it. Worthy defending. Robertson's shot is good.
And really one of the best at working kind of that in-between area. He's got that high release point on his jumper, which makes it unblockable.
Worthy, the pass to himself, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
The first free throw is good.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Trailblazers leading by 8. Drexler kicks to Aldridge. Robertson passes to Chamberlain. No good there. Good work defensively by Terry. Worthy against Artest. The pass to himself. Takes it out to Terry. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to himself. For 3. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Aldridge. Here's Drexler. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Drexler's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on him.
Timeout called the Heat. Oscar Robertson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You know, this is the right move. Maybe a break in the action will cool him down.
Stolen by Chamberlain. A floater, and there's Clyde Drexler on the assist by Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Johnson, and stolen by Aldridge. Robertson passes to Drexler, and it's good for 2. Drexler's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Thompson outside. Kicks it to Worthy. Picked his pocket. And there's the feed to Drexler. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Worthy, the pass to Terry. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Out to Thompson, just 4 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Hits the target from 18 feet. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Robertson passes to Chamberlain. Right side Aldridge over Johnson. Miami grabs the miss. Unseld's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson dishes to Terry. The 3. They get it back.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And the basket is good. Van Arsdale's got 14.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Heat trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And here's Robertson outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 17.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
And so it's Portland feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still 1 half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively. Not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time. Not enough disruption.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Oscar Robertson has been sensational.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Heat trail by 17. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Thompson is out there with Terry. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Worthy. And it's Unseld in at the 5, roaming the paint. Johnson's gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. Poked loose and taken away by Johnson. Thompson finds Terry. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Robertson passes to Artest. Back to Robertson. Launches it. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Artest against Worthy. Thompson in the corner. Drexler with the defensive effort. Trailblazers leading by 18. Here's Artest. Good. Artest's got 6.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple shots. You are in rhythm.
High arcing shot. Chamberlain with the block. And they get it back. Johnson kicks to Terry. They shoot again. And finally they hit one. He has 6.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Drexler against Thompson. Robertson passes to Aldridge. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Unseld. He's got 6. Robertson with the steal. Now Chamberlain shoots the 3. Robertson can't get it to go. Here's Unseld. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's his first personal foul.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Whiteside's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Portland leading by 18, stolen by Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Miami, they have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
The little things that make a difference. Whiteside staying alert, open man, makes the right basketball play.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now a timeout called by Miami. Oscar Robertson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Robertson against Maravich. And that one's on target from the wing. Maravich has got 8. Trailblazers leading by 16. Drexler kicks to Whiteside. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
And Miami making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. Ball's knocked loose. Maravich with the steal. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the paint. Kicks it out to Robertson. And there's the pass to Drexler. Over Thompson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. So for the Trailblazers, Paul George comes in for the Monster. And it's Porter in for Robertson. And then for Miami, Stackhouse comes in for Worthy. And John Starks is subbed in for Thompson. Both good from the line that time. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Starks the pass to Stackhouse. Back to Starks. Outside Maravich. Fires from the wing. Jump shot is good that time. Maravich has got 4 this quarter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Portland. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Drexler nails the baby hook.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Starks kicks to Stackhouse. Unseld the pass to Maravich. Five on the clock. No good there off the double clutch. Trailblazers leading by 18. Here's Drexler. It's rebounded by Unseld. And here are the Heat now. Passes it to Stoudemire. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Maravich against Drexler. Pulls up on the elbow. No good from Maravich.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
The offensive rebound. The kick out to Porter. That ball, nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Starks dishes to Maravich. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Maravich, the skill set, how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that we've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, we know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the ratings?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players grew up in this generation with video games. So, yes, they take it personally. They understand, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like when the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
Here's Drexler. 21 points in the game. Nailed from three-point land.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Porter kicks to Chamberlain. Lob pass to George. And George with the stop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Maravich, the pass to Starks. Here's Unseld. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Unseld's got 4 this quarter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Here's Bowen, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Great eye contact. Guys working in tandem in the paint.
Bowen's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Pass to Maravich. Back to Starks. Pass to Unseld. Starks outside. Shot clock at 5. Over Porter. Hits the front of the rim and out. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here's Miami now. And here's Starks. He's got 7. Outside Maravich. From 20 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. Maravich has got 14 points.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
The pass to Bowen. Drexler against Maravich. Trying to get open is Drexler. Bowen's shot is off. Here's Unseld. He's got 10. Now, here is Maravich. And it's Portland with the rebound. Drexler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Here's George. And the rejection by Stoudemire. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Maravich with it. 14 points for him. Out to the right wing. Starks up top. With some arc, and the layup is up and in. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Stoudemire against George. Over Stoudemire. That one off the back iron and out. Passes it to Stackhouse. It's deflected. Here's Van Arsdale. Maravich defending. Pass to Porter. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. Porter's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Maravich kicks to Stackhouse. Pass to Stoudemire. Over George. Drops it in from 14 feet away. 7 points for Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah, that's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
Good on the three-point shot.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Van Arsdale's gotten 3 of his 5 three-point attempts to fall. Starks kicks to Maravich. Down low, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Van Arsdale. The Trailblazers rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Starts the pass to Unseld. Porter with the steal. Here's Bowen, covered by Stackhouse. And George now top of the key. And the pass to Bowen. Chamberlain down low. Here's George. 4 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Stackhouse pulls it down.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
1:10 left in the third quarter. Starks, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Starks has got 4 points this quarter. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Unseld, the pass to Starks. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Unseld. Back to Starks. Outside, Maravich.
Portland foul call.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Stoudemire. And it's Terry in for John Starks. Here's Unseld. He's got 10. And Terry up top, guarded by Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his 4th personal. At the line for the Heat, Jason Terry. 2 shots.
Two shots.
First one falls for. The Monsters checked in for Portland. Robertson comes in for Porter. James Worthy's checked in for the Heat. Thompson comes in for Maravich. And both free throws good for Terry. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Robertson against Terry. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Heat with the ball. Dishes it to Johnson. Over Aldridge. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
A good defensive position by Aldridge. Veteran play. He really affected that shot.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this. Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team,
let's get this next bucket, and we got to put together a string right now. It's all right here in the head. It's right here in the head. Stay connected.
Greg urging his team to go on a run here.
I mean, they have what it takes, and Coach Spo right now just trying to spark a fire in his group.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Chamberlain, the monster out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Robertson, and it's Van Arsdale in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Back to Thompson, stolen by Artest. Pass to Van Arsdale. Out to the wing. Robertson with it. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Robertson against Terry. Robertson kicks to Aldridge. Shot clock at 3. The shot misses. Now the Heat take it the other way. Fires from the line, and it's good. 2 points. 12 points for Johnson.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Robertson is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
Chamberlain with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Chamberlain. Duckworth comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Brownie's checked in for the Monster. And Smith subbed in for Robertson. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Johnson kicks to Weber. And Jones has it in the corner. Johnson. Kevin Duckworth with the rebound. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And Jefferson sends it back. They get it back, and it goes down 2 points.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
Now Weber. Pass to Jefferson, and stolen by Whiteside. Here's Smith. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Weber. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Jefferson on top, over Whiteside, and Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside light off his feet, plus he can block your shot with either hand.
Here's Van Arsdale. He's covered by Thompson. Puts it up. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Outside to Weber. Thompson left side. The tray. Van Arsdale pulls it in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Thompson outside. And here's the fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
This is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card if you ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd rather be piled with cards in front of me.
Kevin, not at all.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for the Heat. And so he hits both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for Miami. He kicks it to Johnson. They could use a bucket. Right side Jefferson, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his third foul of the game. Here now is Weber. And that one drops for him.
And you can see there, the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Here's Van Arsdale. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Jones drives in. That shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. The pass to Smith. When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games, or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here now is Weber. Kicks to Johnson. Back to Weber. 6 to shoot. Passes to Magruder. It's deflected, but he gets it back. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Weber, the pass to Jones. On the wing, Johnson. Over Duckworth. Johnson can't hit. They
have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's the break. Lets a floater go. Got a piece of it. And now Portland on the break. Brown's got the ball. Here's Van Arsdale. Lays it up off the glass. Van Arsdale's got 15 points here in the second half.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Magruder. They get a hand on it, and they're moving it up. Here's Van Arsdale. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, There aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And he knocks down the first one. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association and also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
Here's Magruder, takes the 12-footer and hits. Now here's Porter. Ring shot on the way, and that's good for two. And here are the Heat now. Weber kicks to Magruder. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Stolen by Weber. Feeds it to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
I love the anticipation right there for the pick. Then he wastes no time getting up court.
Van Arsdale off target from three-point range. So it's Miami now. Here's Magruder. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees.
2 shots.
I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
No good on that one. Paul George is checked in for the Trailblazers. And he can't hit the second. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Trailblazers. Bowen shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Back to Weber. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Shooting for Miami. Deontay Weber. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. NBA awards are voted on by broadcasters and writers around the NBA. Do you think that's the best way, Steve, to pick an MVP?
Well, I really think in some kind of way you got to have players more involved, being able to come out and be able to pick the MVP because these are the players that are going up against these guys. I also would love to see where we have more of the defensive player of the year during the offseason, the rookie of the year in the offseason. Obviously giving out more of those awards for the playoffs as well.
And you got to, of course, beware of it becoming a popularity contest, too.
Yes, totally.
And here are the Heat now. Magruder. Here's Jefferson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Duckworth's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Miami grabs the miss. Here's Magruder.
Trailblazers foul. Bruce Bowen. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Miami, Rodney Magruder. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Jerry Stackhouse is checked in for the Heat. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Porter against Weber. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds to Porter. They'll retain possession. Here is Whiteside. Pass to Porter. Not going to go that time. Johnson with some nice D. And so here is Miami. Pass to Stackhouse. Heat moving the ball around. Jefferson gets the bucket.
Yeah, the job he does inside, just phenomenal. Jefferson can make defenders look silly when he's in the post. That's how good his moves are.
There's the pass to Bowen. Duckworth in the post, defended by Jefferson. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. The Heat making a switch here. Starks is checked in. And here's Miami. Weber kicks to Jefferson. Passes it to Starks. It's tipped. Here's Bowen. Outside, Porter. Outside, George. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. For the 3, drills the three-pointer.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Here's Bowen, covered by Starks. Right through the knee for the layup.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Weber with it.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Deontay Weber. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. James Worthy's checked in for Miami. Jones comes in for Jerry Stackhouse. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Here's Bowen, covered by Starks. Bowen, the pass to Whiteside. Over Jefferson. and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Nice job. When Whiteside makes shots from there, it gives this offense a whole other dimension.
Now, here is Starks. He's guarded closely. The dish to Worthy. Over Duckworth. Off target with that shot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Alton.
Yeah, did you leave that? I didn't get your message. I fell asleep.
We're about to get in the car now. Thank you.
All right, cool. I'm cool.
All right.
All right.
The only thing we gotta do is stop at Walmart on the way down.
All right. You said.
That box thing I made up. You want me to make you one?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, bye.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm